I cannot figure out how Jim Starlin got this art past the Comics Code. Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Subliteral Network. I make art and comics, and thanks for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and to leave your feedback in the comments. Now, I post art daily, 5 days a week on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and this is a roundup of some of that work in case you missed it, with a little more detailed description added. You can read my Una the Cave Bunny comics free at radiocomics.com, and my one-shot comic called Searchers is available at burningstarcomics.net. Visit my Patreon page if you'd like to support my work. There's a growing gallery of art and comics to see and enjoy. All these links are in my description and bio, so please watch till the end so you don't miss anything. I made this comic about a girl from a future society where people of the lower classes were forced to take drugs that reduced their mental and physical abilities so they could be sort of the perfect drone. So eventually this one girl is shipwrecked and doesn't have access to the drugs anymore. So what happens is she slowly but surely develops into this giant, muscular, busty Amazon who's beating up the local monsters and dangerous wildlife while she tries to survive in this place. I never continued the story. I started drawing Una the Cave Bunny soon after and never revisited this whole storyline and concept again. I posted a couple of panels from my Gerda the Giant mini comics, which I ended up putting up on my Patreon. The whole thing is based sort of on the idea that Gerda, being a giant, has to find giant-sized food to eat. And this is the terrible slug god who, to her, is nothing but the meal of the day. Most of the mini comics I do are... The years have kind of gone by a little bit, and I'd always decide later on that I want to do more kind of detailed, complex versions of them with... I don't know, just sort of more complex, detailed art and storylines and stuff. I found a really nice high-resolution scan of this piece of splash page art by Jim Starlin and changed it into a kind of a high-contrast piece of line art so I could color it in Procreate. Now, for a drawing of a woman in the 1970s in a comic that had to be published under the restrictive Comics Code, this was actually a pretty daring piece of art. I mean, imagine me, a young lad, buying this off of the drugstore newsstand, which I did buy the original issue there. Jim Starlin, he drew really just about the most glamorous, sexy, and beautiful women that were appearing in newsstand comics of the day. When I decided I was going to paint this in Procreate, I wanted to give it like a really glamorous, beautiful, and kind of sexy treatment that I think the line work was really asking for. Now, over the years, I've noticed Jim Starlin's general habit when drawing women in like superheroic costumes is all he really does is draw a nude woman and put a few lines on her that represent the costume. And I still can't believe he got away with this back then. You know, it's hard to underestimate what things the Comics Code would object to. I suspect he may have gotten notes, because I think he was writing Captain Marvel at the time too, and said, well, listen, Jim, we want you to tone this down, we want you to cover this up. And as far as I can tell, it looked like he did not listen to them at all. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my subscribers, and a special welcome to my new subscribers. I'm happy and appreciate that you enjoy hearing about my work, and I hope you can come back for more. Remember, joining me on Patreon helps me create the content you enjoy.